Hey friends, it's Roast, back again with a new type of video today. Have you ever wanted to slay monsters and turn them into delicious foods? Do you want those foods you make to then also give you huge buffs? Well, today's video isn't talking about Monster Hunter, surprise, surprise. Today, I've got a game called Dungeon Munchies, and this video is everything that I want to tell you guys about it. This is our very first game review video, so please comment your thoughts so I can decide if this is something I should do more of or not, and what other games I should try and do next. As new MMOs come out, I will probably try those out because I would love to make more content for this YouTube channel focused on MMOs, but for now, let's focus on Dungeon Munchies. The main goal in Dungeon Munchies is to defeat monsters and turn them into food. And it feels like a good mix of Monster Hunter, Hollow Knight, and Dark Souls. So in this video, I'll start with the basics of how the game works, I'll sprinkle in some gameplay footage from the first boss fight, and I will finish off with my grading on length, enjoyability, and difficulty. As always, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Hope you enjoy. So, the basics of the gameplay, without too many spoilers, revolves around your journey to become the greatest magical chef ever. You'll do this by slaying monsters that steadily grow stronger, and then you'll use the monster parts you get to craft new weapons and dishes. There is a wide variety of weapons available, and you can alter the perks you get from the food to suit your playstyle. If you really enjoy being up close with swords and axes, you can do that. But if you prefer to stay really far away with bows and staffs, you can do that as well, and they both feel equally powerful, which is really nice. I really enjoyed the variability in the combat. But with that said, let's actually show some of that combat and some of the gameplay focusing on the first boss you encounter. So, the first boss you encounter is a not-so-friendly looking plant, one of many. When approached, he comes out of the ground to reveal a huge stone body. In this fight, there's a good mix of attacks, and the boss is tanky enough to make the fight last a just right amount of time. This fight forces you to make good use of your shield or roll dodge, and also encourages some of the damage over time effects you might have that aren't as strong on the small monsters, but really come out to play on the big monsters like bosses. Personally, I kitted myself out with an axe for a melee weapon, and for secondary, I took some poison that I could spray the boss with, along with some over-the-time heals as perks, because I knew this could be a long fight. I really enjoyed it. Let's move on to grading. I feel like the game was incredibly enjoyable, and originally, I thought the game was too short. But then, as I wrapped up that segment of the story, I realized I had only completed chapter 1 of 3. It took me 4 or 5 hours, so I would imagine the whole game would take 15-ish. I love the mechanic of defeating monsters and then unlocking recipes to use those parts in, and I really enjoyed how many different options there were for fighting. The overall look and feel of the game was also good, and the story was nice with some surprises thrown in that I won't be spoiling here. And I found that the more you play, the more the story kind of reveals itself to you. Because you start and you're like, well, I'm not really sure what's going on. But as you get further, and as I completed chapter 1, I kind of have a pretty good idea what's going on. But there's still a whole lot more left. Overall, I enjoyed my time playing it and would say it's a solid game for 20 bucks. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 in length, an 8 out of 10 in difficulty, and a 9 out of 10 in enjoyability. I'm pretty happy with this one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, as always, leave a like and make sure to subscribe. But also comment with what upcoming games you want me to review next, and I can try and get some keys for those. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep it beefy, boys.
Hello there.